Men are mocked mercilessly by dogs every day, simply because he possesses the innate primordial essence. No woman can tolerate his primordial essence. After experiencing 300 years, he finally breaks through to the quasi-saint realm, so he couldn't bear it anymore. On that day, the loving dogs ran for their lives. All the unique animals in the deep mountains relocated together, except for a female orangutan, who thought she could give his sacred body a try. His name turned out to be Lin K. He is not a native of this world, nor does he possess any cheat system. He only has an innate pure young holy body. So he ran to the land of Lulin. I want to experience the happiness of ancient people, but he was beaten out by someone, saying that he must be buried on the spot, just because he is too tough. Even 2 bodyguards have never seen someone so tough. They beat me up like this and still won't give me any money. But Lin K didn't back down. It was clearly what you guys said. As long as it's not finished, there's no need to pay. Hearing this, the 2 security guards became even angrier. Go fuck yourself. You've made 7 or 8 girls dizzy. What else do you want? Just when Lin K thought she was going to leave this world, a shooting star appeared in the sky. The meteor instantly smashed through the blocking boulder, only to see a humanoid figure sprinting at extreme speed. Suddenly, this figure was tripped by a mysterious object. At the same time, Lin K let out a scream. When the smoke clears, a woman is sitting on the ground, confused. Suddenly, she realizes, you dare challenge me? To dare trip me with a cunning device? Lin was not indulging her as soon as she spoke. You're the one who's an animal. Your whole family are sinful animals. Clearly, you bumped into it yourself. This really pisses off women. Brazen hoodlum. Still daring to argue. Today this court will confiscate your tools of crime. But in the next second, the woman is shocked. You actually possess the innate elemental yang. Suddenly, the woman's expression changes. Kid, your vitality was already severed. But after a brief encounter, I, as your teacher, also know everything about you. I won't stand by and watch someone die. I will personally pass down the 9 yang divine art to you. This is the wisdom obtained from observing the golden crow. But you must remember, before reaching the holy realm, the innate yang body must not be broken. Otherwise, burned to ashes, difficult for saints to save. After saying that, the woman ran away quickly. And then, the opening scene happened. Now Lin K is very happy. He did not expect to break through to the quasi-saint level. You can return to youth again. You can increase your lifespan by 3,000 years. Take a look at your own hands that have been used for 300 years. They have calluses. So he decides to start a new life. That is a scene of wives and concubines reveling every night. He wanted to establish a large family. Just then, a summoning array appeared under his feet. So he thought, no matter where he was transported to, it would be better than this desolate and uninhabited deep mountain. Then he jumped in. On the other side of the summoning array, a woman was praying to the sky. She was willing to exchange 1 year of her life for a strong and healthy man to save the people of their dawn. In the next moment, her wish came true. Lin, who had just jumped into the summoning formation, descended from the sky. This scared the woman to death. But Lin K seemed indifferent, still teasing women and making comments. Her figure is quite good, but her appearance, at most, it's only a 3 out of 10. When women hear Lin K's harsh words, even the diapers were scared wet in an instant. This is probably the least dressed I've ever seen. The least productive queen. Not thinking about how to govern the country well. Insisting on summoning some hero like others. This is great. She summoned an old man who has been single for 300 years, and turned herself into a servant. This really pissed her off. She's about to destroy this summoned dead with one hand. Posture. Immediately, she unleashed her strongest attack. Imperial-level martial skill, Fantanian. But Lin had a playful expression, seemingly unconcerned. You still want to be a saint with just the second realm? Unexpectedly, he was instantly slapped in the face. He was immediately knocked down to the ground. Then, the queen shed tears of sadness, because her ancestor left behind such an ancient summoning diagram. But it was wasted on something so despicable. But Lin K is not dead. Just a little confused. Then Lin K realized that his 300 years of cultivation was gone. But the Empress regrets it even more than Lin K. She didn't expect her strongest blow. The other party is unexpectedly unscathed. because he discovered that he could burn the sunfire essence of 108 mountains. But it unexpectedly turned into a small flame. Before the two could fully comprehend it, a pair of couplets appeared on the nearby dragon pillar. In this lifetime, our cultivation bonds us in life and death. Luo Wei is the master, Link is the servant. Play. At a glance, Link recognized this as an ancient covenant. Just at the moment the covenant takes effect, Lin Ke landed a palm on the contract, but now his cultivation is restricted. He only modified a portion of the contract. Now the master-servant relationship has reversed. Lin Ke became the master and Luo Wei became the servant. Then Lin angrily accused Luo Wei. My strength has been lowered by you. How can I continue my harem life? Luo Wei, who was accused, didn't know what to do. There's also no instruction manual for this thing. And besides, I don't want to be with you, a person who is dead, and sharing the same fate as you. Upon hearing this, Lin Ke smirked and said, You keep saying, I. Could it be that you're the emperor? Luo Wei was almost scared to tears. I warn you. Quickly forget about the whips and candles in your mind. I am not that kind of person. Hearing this, Link felt speechless. This woman doesn't seem to be a good person. But it doesn't matter. Let's collaborate. You can be the emperor and I'll create a harem. How about that? However, Calloway said not to mess around. There are still 3,000 concubines from the former emperor's harem who have not been dispersed. Just then, a eunuch came to report from outside the door. Your Majesty, something is not right. There are ghosts haunting the Shaoan Palace. I saw a lot of blood. Upon hearing this, Luo Wei immediately asked the eunuch to take her to see. She just wanted to turn around and tell Lin Ke to wait for her here. But the next second, Lin Ke was shocked in place. Because Lin Ke at this moment didn't know where a set of clothes came from. He ordered Luo Wei, as his master, to take him to the harem for a look. But Luo Wei didn't want to take him along. Helplessly, Lin Ke said, It seems you have some misunderstanding about the master-servant contract. Just as Lin Ke's words fell, rune marks rose beneath Luo Wei's feet. In an instant, Luo Wei was firmly bound by them. But Luo Wei swore to never yield, though her words were tough. Afterwards, she obediently led Lin Ke towards the harem. As for what happened during this period, we don't know. You can imagine it yourself. Then the two of them arrived at the harem. All the ministers saw the Empress coming. All kneel in greeting. Kello Wei ignored them and asked directly about the haunting. At this time, a woman behind the curtain said, There is nothing to worry about with Master Jingyun present. The kingdom of Huang-Er is busy with state affairs. Mother doesn't need to worry here. But the next moment, Luo Wei became angry. I told you not to call me Huang-Er. You, this wicked woman, are not worthy. Luo Wei then swung his sword. Following that, a breathtakingly beautiful woman appeared behind the gauze curtain. Lin Ke was instantly captivated by her charm. He spewed out a string of fierce and vicious words. The Empress was furious. Rampant. Melting granny, kill him for me. This boy has been single for 300 years. Every day, he is despised by wild dogs in the mountains. Just because he has an innate supreme young body, any female he has touched will explode and die. In this case, he finally broke through to the quasi-holy realm, so he couldn't bear it anymore. On that day, the howls of wild beasts in the deep mountains echoed incessantly. All the female beasts fled their homes one after another. Just as he was about to discipline a female gorilla, he was instead drawn to a summoning circle of a useless empress. So Lin Ke arrived at the palace in a state of confusion. He even signed a master-servant contract with Empress Luo Wei. Just when he wanted to teach Luo Wei Yuan Yang, he was interrupted by the knocking sound of a eunuch. It turned out that the harem was haunted. Then the two of them arrived at Shaoan Palace. Unexpectedly, Lin Ke, the old lecher, saw the Empress Dowager, and instantly became infatuated. He even spouted a bunch of nonsense. But how could the Empress Dowager tolerate such insolence? Just let Rong strangle him to death. Upon hearing the command, Rong immediately unleashes his unique skill. Li Shelwa Needle. Fortunately, Lin Ke reacts in time, caught this needle. But Rong still has a backup plan. That's the thousand-hand Guanyin. She instantly released numerous flying needles to attack, and Lin Ke arrived behind Rong in just a moment. She immediately hit her with a big swing. Her jaw dropped. This scared everyone present. because Rong is a level 4 martial arts master. Suddenly, Luo Wei shouted, "The demon woman is one of us." Upon hearing this, the Empress Dowager's expression changed instantly. Since she is the Emperor's person, then she is also a part of the family. "How should I address you, little brother?" K. Link said. "You haven't met my brother. How can you slander him?" Upon hearing this, the Empress Dowager showed an even more puzzled expression. "Then when will you introduce him to me?" Just as the Empress Dowager finished speaking, Lin K supported the Empress Dowager and moved forward. "It's better to seize the opportunity than to choose a date. I will take you there now." Unexpectedly, Empress Lu Wei became angry, directly choosing to die together with the two of them. So Lin K had to change his words and said, "Let's wait for another opportunity in the future. Let's deal with important matters first." But Luo Wei still refused to give in to the Empress Dowager, and warned her to be mindful of her words and actions. This also angered the Empress Ling Shuiyan. "You damn girl. Although I am not your biological mother, I am still the Empress legally married to your father. We at the Huan sect do things. Your father the Emperor doesn't mind. What are you here for anyway?" Hearing this, Lin K was shocked on the spot. "Goodness. I never expected that Luo Wei's father is also a Minotaur warrior." At this moment, Luo Wei also realizes that he is in the wrong, so he starts to change the topic of conversation. "What about the body of the one killed by the ghost?" The scene switches to a side palace in the Imperial Palace. Everyone has arrived. In front of the body, Lin K sees, behind the body, it seems like they guessed something. Everyone turned back and looked at Lin K, waiting for him to reveal the analysis result. But unexpectedly, Lin K said, "Was he like this before he died?" Upon hearing this, Ling Shuiyan's expression instantly changed. "Could it be that you also understand the secret techniques of our sect?" Lin K immediately replied, "To be honest, I have a 300-year vital yang that urgently needs to be harmonized in my body." This made Luo Wei extremely angry, and she pulled out her 40-meter-long machete again. Seeing this, Lin K coughed awkwardly twice. "Let's continue talking about the male corpse." At this moment, the old nun beside spoke up. "I have some experience with spiritual beings. I'll take care of this matter." After saying that, she stuck a talisman on the male corpse. Suddenly, a bunch of ghostly chi rushed out from the man's body. The old nun immediately recited a mantra with her hands. Just a moment. It absorbed all the malicious energy into its own belly. Suddenly, the old nun's face showed a panicked expression. "Empress, there is more than one ghost creature attacking your furnace. There was a lunatic ghost in the eerie atmosphere just now." "Ghost? There was also the smell of a water ghost." "It's impossible. I personally saw only one ghost creature." The old nun also expressed that she could never make a mistake. Suddenly, everyone was shocked again. "Unless these ghosts are fabricated." This pushed Lin K's sarcasm to the limit. "Fabricated? Are you talking about idle games?" Suddenly, the old nun mentioned, "It must be the national teacher. He himself comes from the evil spirit valley. This current matter is probably done by him. This old bastard is born with the element of innate yang, but he has been single for 300 years. When he arrived at the palace, he immediately fell for the current empress. But when he saw the Empress Dowager, he was conflicted, because the Empress Dowager is also a stunning beauty. Moreover, she is also from the Huan sect. For a while, Lin didn't know whether to choose a mature lady or a youthful loli. Just when he was struggling to decide, a female ghost wants to become Shaoxi, a ranking in the palace. The old nun just tasted a bit of ghost energy, and immediately analyzed that this is the method of the national teacher. Empress Luo Wei asked the old nun, "Can we still track down the female ghost now?" The old nun just sensed it, and said that the ghostly creature has not left the palace yet, and is still lurking in the darkness. At this time, the Empress Dowager Ling Shuiyan also asks, "If you can kill her?" The old nun replied, "Naturally. Wait for the good news from this poor nun." After saying that, she left the palace. Suddenly, Lu Wei thought of something. Will this startle the snake? But Ling Shuiyan said, "They've already seen the cards. Why are you still afraid of startling the snake? The national teacher has already declared it. His disciple will sweep the top 3 in next month's Enka competition. Now his reputation has soared. Aren't you afraid that one day he will take your throne?" Upon hearing this, Luo looked at Lin with a happy face. It seems we must act first to strengthen ourselves. Lin immediately felt a sense of fear in his heart. What is this little girl going to do? Suddenly Luo Wei clapped Lin Kei's shoulder. Young man, are you interested in participating in the Enka next month? Lin's face was speechless about this. He directly replied with no interest, but Luo Wei still didn't give up. If you can defeat the country teacher's disciple in Enko, then this old monster will reward you. You can play for a few days. As soon as these words were spoken, Lin Kei and Ling Shuiyan were immediately angered. They both said at the same time, "Who do you think we are?" Luo Wei replied directly, "A Qing's courtesan. A wicked demon in desires. Aren't you a perfect match?" At this moment, Lin Kei whispered to Luo Wei, "Don't forget who is the master and who is the servant." Suddenly, Luo immediately unleashes a powerful move. "I can fulfill 3 reasonable requests for you." Upon hearing this, Lin's attitude changes. "Whether you make requests or not doesn't matter. I'm just a person who is willing to help others." But Lin's immediate change in attitude left Luo Wei speechless. Just then, a young eunuch came to report that senior sister Jingyun's attempt to slay a ghost was unsuccessful. He was heavily injured by a punch. Hearing this, the two of them were immediately shocked in place. Neither of them expected that the Four Realms sect, known for its ability to deal with ghosts and demons, would actually be defeated. However, Lin Kei had a playful expression on his face, because he thought maybe the female ghost could withstand his sacred yang body. The scene switches to the back garden of the palace. By now, the old nun has been beaten to the point of being half dead. All the guards have scattered and are on alert. Ling Shuiyan was also shocked when she saw her tragic situation. Reverend Jingyun's unworldly detachment protects her from any evil influence. How could this happen? Suddenly, Lin Kei sensed something unusual. It seems that this old lady wasn't just knocked unconscious. Suddenly, the old nun's mouth twitched. The next second, she rushed towards Lin Kei, while shouting, "Be careful, my dear. My first kiss will be given to you." This scared Lin Kei so much that he wet his diapers. He immediately slapped the old nun's face. "As a member of the clergy, you shouldn't have this in your destiny." The old nun who got slapped instantly became sober, but she still had a confused expression on her face. Luo Wei hurriedly asked what was going on. "Quickly give me an explanation." Just at that moment, another powerful ghostly aura rose up in another part of the backyard. This ghostly aura was so strong that it could soar into the sky. The guards immediately rushed over when they saw the situation, but in just an instant, they were all shaken away. Meanwhile, the 3 people in the distance also sensed the malevolent aura, before the 3 of them could go and fight. "Your Majesty, be careful." This ghostly creature practices the yin demon technique. It can awaken the desires deep within women's hearts. It specifically targets females. But Kuei has an indifferent expression on her face. She directly releases the Xuanwang seal. "I am the revered ruler of the 9-5, holding the world in my hands, with righteousness in my heart. What desires could I have?" At the same time, Ling Shuiyan also has a playful expression. "What desire can compare to the desires of my Wanwan sect?" After speaking, the 2 women immediately attacked the ghost aura. At this moment, the ghost aura revealed the appearance of a female ghost. In the next second, all the ghost auras transformed into the true form of a female ghost. Upon seeing this, Lin Kei immediately took out a small stool and some melon seeds. The queen battles the female ghost promises to be entertaining. Suddenly, a hand reaches out from behind Lin Kei. It turns out that the old nun is once again disturbed by ghostly energy. The old nun wants to entrust her 60 years of purity to Lin Kei. But Lin Kei doesn't want it. "I'll turn around and give the old lady a good beating." Suddenly Lin Kei realized something was wrong. He turned around abruptly. He saw Ling Shuiyan attacking Luo Wei. It turned out that Ling Shuiyan was possessed by a female ghost. It was just a few short seconds, and the 2 of them were completely controlled by the female ghost. "HMPH, my female yin devil technique has an extraordinary origin. Do you really think you can resist?" This might be the most powerless male lead in the history of time travel. They actually wanted the mother and daughter to work together for their own benefit, but a female ghost took the initiative to harm the mother and daughter. Helpless Lin Kei could only take out a small stool and some melon seeds, and watched the female emperor fight the female ghost, when suddenly a drop of blood caught the attention of the female ghost. She suddenly turned around. The person turned out to be Lin K, holding a sign. He shamelessly began rating their figures. This made the female ghost extremely angry, instantly revealing a murderous intent. Even though she was specifically practicing the female yin demon technique, she had never seen such shameless person. But the female ghost couldn't open her eyes from a drop of blood in the next second. It was just an instant. The female ghost recognized Lin K as the innate yang saint body. If she could blend with him, the yang energy would merge. Wouldn't that allow them to ascend directly to the immortal realm? At this moment, Lin K was also captivated by the beauty of the female ghost. Just as Lin K was fantasizing about her, the female ghost was the first to speak. Unexpectedly, the female ghost directly broke the window paper. Lin K naturally did not refuse the visitors, just when they were about to spark a fire. The mother and daughter who were knocked down first became anxious. The queen said anxiously, "What do you want, Lin K? I can give it to you, but don't be deceived by evil spirits," Lin K retorted. "A man's ambition knows no bounds. How can I give up the whole fish pond for just a small fish?" After saying that, Lin K hugged the female ghost in his arms. At this moment, the female ghost also didn't expect that her plan would go so smoothly. Suddenly, she realized that something big was not right. This man's yuan-yang is not an ordinary yuan-yang. As soon as the female ghost touched Lin K's yuan-yang, the female ghost's body instantly began to dissipate. At this moment, the female ghost regretted deeply. She could only use her final strength to say, "No woman in this world can accept your masculine energy. You are destined to be alone for the rest of your life." After the female ghost finished speaking, her breath completely dissipated, leaving only Lin K with a bewildered face. He didn't expect it either. The ghosts above the four realms can't stand their own vitality. Meanwhile, the trembling mother and daughter gradually recovered. Luo Wei said directly, "You did well just now. We misunderstood you at first, so we will appoint you as the commander-in-chief as a reward." Upon hearing this, Lin K thought that it wouldn't be bad, but in order to be with these two women, he would have to cultivate their cultivation level more. The road ahead is long and arduous. The scene changes to the Guoxi mansion. The Guoxi is diligently practicing. Suddenly, a candle goes out. The Guoxi instantly realizes that a woman has died. At this moment, two fierce ghosts appeared. They knelt down directly and said, "As long as you command, Master Guoxi, we will immediately go and massacre the palace." Upon hearing this, Master Guoxi said calmly, "It seems there are new guests in the palace. Go and invite them in." Meanwhile, in the palace's backyard, three people are discussing their strategy. Ling Shuiyan grits her teeth in anger. "This old rascal Guoxi has become my enemy. Sooner or later, I will make him pay." Lin K's face shows an infatuated expression upon hearing this. At this moment, he is contemplating whether to make Ling Shuiyan an enemy first. At this moment, Luo Wei also spoke up. "The Grand Master's ambitious intentions have already been revealed. What do you think, Lin K?" But Lin K didn't hear what they said again. "In my opinion, the demon has been eliminated. Why don't we go back to the palace and rest?" But in the next moment, Luo Wei rewarded him with a heavy blow. Luo Wei was so angry that she turned and left. But Link had a face full of despair. He didn't even know what he said wrong. So he said to Ling Shuiyan again, "Miss Ling, shall we continue?" But Ling Shuiyan said, "Sweetheart, let's meet again another time." At this moment, Link suddenly felt regretful. He couldn't understand why both women had left. A moment later, a eunuch came to Lin K's side. "Lord Lin, His Majesty has arranged for me to take you to your residence." At this time, Lin still thought that Luo Wei was treating her well. Little did he know that someone had already set their sights on him. The scene changes to an exterior courtyard. The cunning eunuch says, "My lord, your mansion has arrived." Upon hearing this, Lin K looks towards the grand mansion, thought it was Luo Wei's deliberate gift to his mansion. Face filled with excitement, this left the eunuch speechless. Does this guy not know how to read? So he asked tentatively, "What does this character mean?" But it really puzzled Lin, because he truly doesn't recognize the written language in this world. This single for 300 years old asshole actually punched the current national teacher into a woman. Keelan not only does not worry about the woman's identity, but also wants to form a bond with her, and dine at the same table with her from now on. It turns out that just a short while ago, Lin K unintentionally ruined the national teacher's long-planned scheme. The woman originally wanted to absorb Lin Kei's Yuan Yang, but never expected to be exploded instead. This also angered the national teacher and brought about retaliation. The national teacher originally wanted his ghost generals to disguise themselves as eunuchs and bring Lin Kei to the national teacher's residence to fall into a trap. Unfortunately, Lin Kei is illiterate. He doesn't even know how to read. He has no idea what the other party's intention is, but the ghost general doesn't believe Lin's nonsense. He gets so angry that his clothes burst open, revealing his true form, ready to kill him. At this moment, Lin realized that he had fallen into a trap. However, he didn't care. He continued to insult the ghost general in front of him. Now, the ghost general was completely enraged. He no longer wanted to waste any more words with Lin Kei, just want to send him on his way. Upon seeing this, Lin Kei swiftly used his finger to shoot out a strand of Yuan Yang flame. Indifferently, he aimed and released it towards the ghost general. The moment the flame made contact with the ghost general, he was instantly burned and let out a piercing scream. In the blink of an eye, the ghost general was burned to ashes. Lin Kei is feeling great now. Because he didn't find the mansion that Luo Wei had sent, he also had an excuse to go back and sleep in the same bed as Luo Wei. Just as he was fantasizing a sweet dream, there was suddenly an explosion behind. It turns out that the present national teacher has come out, and strangely praised Lin's work. He even gave Lin a pat on the back, but Lin Kei didn't buy it. Old Zamao. Then he burst into laughter. It turns out that the national teacher wants to recruit Lin Kei as his subordinate. As long as he can ascend to the throne and become emperor, he will make Lin his national teacher. The country's teachers are unaware. How could Lin Kei be interested in the position of some bullshit national teacher? Lin directly grabbed the national teacher and asked, "Are there any female ghosts left?" This made the national teacher wet his pants in fear. He never expected that Lin's skill level would be so high. Just when the national teacher didn't know what to do, Lin Kei suddenly changed his expression. Then he asked how the national teacher cultivated the female ghost. This made the national teacher extremely furious. Can the grand tutor still lack women when he becomes the national teacher? What kind of female ghost does he still need? The grand tutor has been completely annoyed by Lin Kei's way of thinking. He doesn't want to waste words with Lin Kei anymore. He's directly releasing the ghost aura from his body. Either submit or kneel. But Lin Kei is not afraid at all. He directly replied that he would not be ruled by Her Majesty the Queen. Even if he is taught now to cultivate a female ghost, it's too late. Upon hearing this, the national teacher became furious. A punch was thrown out. Seeing this, Lin Kei also raised his fist. In the instant of the collision between the two fists, the national teacher was directly shaken and flew 180,000 miles, instantly embedded into the wall. But the next second, Lin Kei suddenly stood still in shock, because the national master in front of him had turned into a big beauty. And it was the type with fair skin, beautiful appearance and long legs, with long flowing hair and a slender waist. Lin Kei was so stunned that he couldn't say a word now. And the beauty in front of me is thinking at this moment that her identity has been exposed. And she wonders how she can escape and inform the sect. But at this moment, Lin has already instantly arrived in front of her, and tells the beauty not to speak. Lin Kei directly expressed that I have been conquered by your great charm. Now voluntarily joining your team. But the beautiful woman thought that Lin Kei was insulting her. So she wanted to release the token and escape, but was stopped by Lin Kei. At this moment, Lin Kei also wants to fly away with the beauty, because he has already decided on the names of their two children. The beauty has reached her limit. She directly unleashes her secret technique. 4 ghosts transporting Big X. Before leaving, the beauty uttered harsh words. If she doesn't avenge this grudge, she is not Ling Hanyan. But Ling Hanyan forgot her token when she fled. Now Lin Kei has decided to find her in the future. He must make Ling Hanyan bear him a little monkey. Just at this moment, the Empress summoned all the talented people in the country to the palace. Among them, there was an extremely arrogant and domineering person. Empress Luo Wei saw that everyone had arrived 3 days ago. The national teacher declares that his seated disciples can take the top 3 positions in the Anka, the imperial examination system. I wonder if any of you dare to accept the challenge? And I have specially invited an expert for you all to train you. May all of you achieve the top spot in the Anka. Just as Luo Wei finished speaking, The arrogant person just approached Lin Ke. My father is the most knowledgeable person in our country. If there is a need for discipline, why rely on others? Lin Ke was just about to speak. The old eunuch next to him stopped him and said that this person is the son of the Grand Tutor. He has long admired the Empress. Lin Ke suddenly understood everything. It turns out he was just another gold digger. How much of a dog is this man? The Empress asked him to teach talented scholars martial arts, but he only wants to take the Empress to a small grove. Helplessly, Luo Wei could only give him a castration punishment to make him sober. But unexpectedly, Lin Ke had no reaction at all. The pain made Luo Wei cry on the spot. Luo Wei thought that Lin Ke must have hidden some weapon underneath. I never carry any weapon. This is my original state. Don't believe me? Ask Lu Gagong around you. This left Lu Gagong speechless. I entered the palace at the age of 5. You can't bully honest people like this. Luo Wei knew that this topic was becoming entangled with Lin Ke. He will definitely suffer losses again. So, he threatened Shanglin. If Enko lets her lose face this time, then Link will be left with no way out. After saying that, she walked away in a huff. Helpless, Lin Ke could only follow behind. When the two of them met the talented individuals, unexpectedly, a guy named Tianyi started provoking Lin Ke. Lin Ke instantly guessed that this guy must be trying to take advantage. Once this remark was made, everyone on the scene was instantly speechless. Tianyi exploded in anger and cursed loudly. You're talking nonsense. How could I possibly have any thoughts about your majesty? But Lin Ke said, do you think his majesty is ugly? Even your farts can't compare? Tianyi couldn't bear it any longer. He threw a punch at Lin Ke. But Tianyi greatly overestimated himself. Lin Ke was just a flick, and he was knocked away. Now is the time for Lin Ke to establish his power. So he said to the people below, although I promised His Majesty to train you all, but not everyone can be taught. So from now on, be obedient. Upon hearing this, the talented individuals below were instantly overwhelmed by Lin Ke's power. Then, Lin Ke made the talented individuals do push-ups, although everyone said they were not convinced. But still afraid to not listen. It's just a few push-ups. Everyone is exhausted and lying on the ground. Seeing this, Lin Ke knew that today's goal had been achieved. Brother General Shuo and Brother Zhu Ji step forward. The others disperse. It turns out that these two are not called Genshuo and Zhu Ji. They are just nicknames given by Link based on their appearance. The two thought that Link was going to give them special training. Unexpectedly, Link's expression changed instantly. Among the many talented individuals, I can see at first glance that both of you are extraordinary. I will immediately transform you. After saying that, Lin Ke pulled the two people and left. He also asked what is the name of the largest brothel in the capital city, completely ignoring everyone behind. Tianyi's face was flushed with anger. Then the three of them arrived at Changfeng Tower. The two of them thought that Lin Ke was going to train them here. Little did they know that Lin Ke just came here to relax. Lin Ke also mentioned that all today's expenses are paid by Lord Luo. Suddenly, Luo Wei, who was in the palace, sneezed loudly. And the dance performance inside Changfeng Tower has already begun. Everyone's gaze is focused on a woman named Han Shang. Suddenly, a gentleman came out of the private room on the second floor, carelessly dropped a bundle of silver notes, just to catch the attention of Miss Han Shang. The crowd below immediately recognized. That person is the third disciple of the national teacher, known as the Flower Interpretation Master, Hua Jiyu. At this moment, Lin Ke told his two followers, instead of struggling to improve oneself, it's better to sneak attack others for an easier victory. In truth, Lin Ke only wanted to have fun. He didn't actually want to sneak attack anyone, but now Lin Ke's face is still a little hung up. So she wants Miss Han Shang to continue playing and dancing, but instantly gets slapped in the face. The person next to her says that the playboy is Miss Han Zhang's #1 admirer. As long as he shows up, Han Shang needs to go and thank playboy. Meanwhile, Han Shang really brought a pot of wine to Hua Jia's side. I heard playboy is going to participate in the next Enka examination. Han Shang raises a cup to playboy, wishing playboy success in the examination. Upon hearing this, Hua Jiu stood up and replied, The students taking the exam are just ordinary people. What the emperor proclaimed about special training from a master is not worth mentioning. If Miss Hanxiang is interested, we can have a more in-depth conversation. Hua understands the language of flowers, but doesn't know that Lin Ke is listening from the audience. This has greatly offended Lin Ke. Although this man is not the emperor, he experiences different harem encounters every day, all because of a glass of flower spring wine specially made for the courtesan. He has never experienced defeat. He comes here 8 times every day. Even the waitress auntie is scared of him, trembling in fear, afraid that if she's not careful, she will receive treatment similar to XX. As the grand disciple of Guoshi, Hua Jiyu, she has already treated this place as her own palace. Her speech knows no restraint. But little does she know that she has offended someone she can't afford to provoke. Lin Ke originally wanted to come to the Chungfeng Tower to make a good impression, but he heard Hua Jiyu criticize him from behind. This completely angered Lin Ke. He gritted his teeth and charged straight to the 2nd floor, ready to deal with Hua Jiyu. Zhen Shuo and Zhu Ji also wanted to go up and help, but was stopped by the innkeeper because he didn't pay for the wine. The scene switches to a private room on the 2nd floor. Hua Jiyu is drinking Wuchen wine. Just as he was about to communicate with the women, a woman with size 48 feet forcefully kicked open his door. Lin Ke shouted directly, "The chief administrator of the imperial court is cracking down on vice businesses. Everyone, crouch down and cover your heads." Upon hearing this, several women were instantly frightened to the point of wetting their pants. Hua Jiyu was also taken aback. Took half a day to react. What does the chief commander of the imperial palace amount to? Take a good look at who grandpa is. Hearing this, Lin Ke looked at Hua Jiyu with a mischievous look on his face. "Aren't you just a XX worthless little trash? I advise you to obediently give this place to me. Otherwise, you won't be able to escape from being brutally beaten." Upon hearing Lin Ke's words, Hua Jiyu, who is used to being domineering, couldn't help but get angry. She directly throws the glass in her hand towards the opponent. Kalinko completely disregarded this small scuffle, and directly crushed the cup with his fingers. Then a phantom step rushed towards Hua Jiyu. "The fragrance of your Huan San is really cheap. Didn't the national teacher teach you the method of cultivating qi in the Zhaoyang?" Hearing this, Hua Jiyu was stunned again. "Who exactly are you?" But before Lin Ke could answer, Hua Jiyu immediately unleashed her own ultimate move to attack. In an instant, the energies of the two clashed together. Lin Ke said teasingly once again, "Can you do it? You coward." Then Lin Ke turned his head to look at the hidden woman. "Or maybe like this? Take some time to prepare your ultimate move. I'll go over there and take care of something urgent." This sentence almost made Hua Jiyu spit blood in anger. Just as the two were about to attack again, someone outside shouted, "The emperor goes on an inspection tour to understand the people's sentiments. All idle people should quickly retreat." Upon hearing this, Lin Ke was instantly startled. He immediately thought in his heart that someone must have betrayed him. At this moment, Luo Wei had already brought the group of people to Chungfeng Tower. Beside her was Zhang Tianyi, whom Lin Ke had just finished tidying up. At this moment, Luo Wei asks, "Are you sure Lin Ke and the students from special training are all inside?" Zhang Tianyi respectfully replied, "Very sure. Lin Ke is bold and daring, always putting public interests before private ones. Call her a genius special training. Do not kill, to appease the anger of the common people." Upon hearing this, Luo Wei's face darkened. "Go in and take a look." At this moment, Zhang Tian revealed a wicked smile on his face. "I didn't expect it, Lin Ke. You fell into my hands so quickly." Moments later, all the people in the Chunhua building were brought out by the soldiers. Even Hua Jiyu was among them. But Lin Ke and others were not found. So Luo Wei asked Zhang Tianyi unhappily, "Zhang Aiqing, how do you explain this now?" To provoke the anger of the Empress, Zhang Tianyi was frightened and sat down on the ground. He knew very well that deceiving the military was a capital offense. Suddenly, Luo Wei recognized a familiar face among these people. This person, Lu Gagong, seems somewhat familiar. Lu Gagong responded directly, "This person is the disciple of the national teacher, Hua Jiyu. He has always been known as the most talented and elegant scholar in the capital city." Upon hearing this, Luo Wei became extremely angry. The disciple of the esteemed national teacher is unexpectedly so extravagantly greedy. At this moment, the waitress added insult to injury. She directly said that we were all coerced by him. After a moment, Lu Gagong announced directly, "Transmission of sacred orders. The language of flowers is undisciplined. It damages the majesty of heaven. It can strip the talented individual of their status and expel them from the capital." At this moment, Luo Wei is in a cheerful mood. Lin Ke really didn't disappoint me. Now, another disciple of the national teacher is gone as well. It's like a godsend to me. But Ke Luo Wei never expected that it would happen the moment she opened her eyes, just as Lin Ke, who was running away, made eye contact. Now Lin Ke appears to be embarrassed on the surface, but actually, his heart is already racing. This woman is the #1 courtesan in the capital. It can be said that she has seen countless men, but today she sailed in this small creek of Lincoln's line about you being small. It almost pissed her off. She also didn't expect Lin Ke to turn around and leave after a deep intelligence sting. Lin Ke's reason for not paying is that he's afraid of breaking the law, because if money is not involved, it's considered consensual between us. But if money is involved, then the nature of it changes. Lin Ke immediately silenced the woman with anger. After receiving the intelligence, Lin Ke finally knew that it was Zhang Tianyi who framed him. Lin Ke wanted to seek revenge on him. Unexpectedly, as soon as he came out, he saw Zhang Tianyi and another man plotting against him. Zhang Tianyi even said a bunch of bad things about him behind his back. How could Lin Ke bear it? Immediately, his size 48 feet went straight towards Zhang Tianyi's face. He was kicked away in a powerful moment. Even the ground was smashed into a big pit. The feeling of revenge being taken on the spot is very satisfying. This also made Lin Ke very happy. Suddenly, a servant jumped behind Lin Ke and ambushed him. They shouted at the same time, "Master, this person is Lin Ke." Without any surprises, he was also kicked away by Lin Ke on the spot. Facing the attacker, Lin Ke showed no mercy. Even kicked out a sonic boom. Then Lin Ke looked at the man who was scared to pee. "If you want to ask about me, you can just come find me. Why bother with all this trouble? I happen to want to ask you about the national teacher too." It turns out that this person is another disciple of the national teacher, known as the Saint of Ingenious Strategies. Just a while ago, inside the national teacher's residence, the national teacher was furious. Just because Luo Wei personally dealt with his disciple, he caught him off guard. The Ingenious Strategy Saint said that His Majesty is so anxious that he has already taken matters into his own hands. This shows that he is at his wit's end. "Leave the rest to me and my senior brother." At this moment, the national teacher is no longer as angry. He analyzed that even if San Lao is disabled, it will not affect Enka's victory this time. Then, with the help of the power of the Zongren mansion, save San Lao. There is also a person called Lin Ke under Luo Wei. This person has a mysterious background. You should investigate his details. Master, rest assured about the plans from the Holy Heart. As long as it's the disciple you desire, we will fulfill your wishes. But the Holy Heart never expected that. Just shortly after coming out, I ran into Lin Ke. After witnessing Lin Ke's strength, the wise sage of the Holy Heart decided not to hold back anymore. He gestured with both hands and said to Lin Ke, "Although you are powerful, I can ask the two ancestral spirits for help." Just as the words of the wise sage of the Holy Heart fell, two ghostly shadows in red and green emerged. Now, Miaoji Saint Heart is very confident in these two ghost ancestors, because the strength of these two ghost ancestors is at the pinnacle of the 5 realms, and he thought Lin Ke had only just entered the 5 realms. At this moment, Lin Ke completely disregarded the two ghosts. "Introducing myself as a Chunibyo starts. My name is Link, male. I like wearing black stockings, being perverted, and the guoshi. I've already told you my information. Now it's your turn to tell me about the guoshi." Upon hearing this brilliant plan, Lin Ke's words rendered the Holy Heart speechless on the spot. Who could have guessed? The long unmarried Empress Dowager. How many little secrets could she have? Although she is the current Empress Dowager, she is also an elder of the Huan sect. She wanted to discuss the cheat code more deeply with Lin Ke, but she was caught in the act by her own daughter. The Empress immediately shifted the blame to Lin Ke, claiming that after experiencing a struggle, she finally caught this old times, vulgar term. Upon hearing this, Luo Wei immediately transformed into a demon. They had to cut down both of them. At this point, Lin Ke also went all out. In turn, Tai Hao turned right and came here. As for why it developed into a dog-eat-dog situation, that needs to be traced back to Lin Kei's battle strategy with Miaoji Shengxin. The clever Saint Heart thought summoning 2 ancestral ghosts would scare off Lin Kei. But Lin Kei didn't think so. He started chatting aimlessly with the clever Saint Heart. Of course, he didn't want to listen to Lin Kei's nonsense. He directly released his own ancestral ghost and attacked. Lin Kei had to take it seriously when he saw the situation. He used all his strength. Turtle devastating Qigong. In an instant, a massive wave of light engulfed the 2 ghosts. Seeing this, Miaoji Shengxin was scared to death on the spot. He wondered if he had misunderstood the opponent's cultivation. And the 2 ancestral spirits thought they were about to receive their lunchboxes, but in the next moment, they realized that not a single hair was missing. This left Lin Kei speechless. He never imagined that these 2 ghosts were so weak that they couldn't even materialize. Although those 2 ghosts pose no threat to themselves, they have been sealed with their techniques. So there's no way to deal with the 2 little ghosts. This made the strategic genius, Xin Yuan, laugh out loud. He mocked Lin Kei as a useless person. It's all just a bluff. But in the next second he was slapped by Lin Kei and flew off. I can't hit ghosts that are not solid. At this moment, Miaoji lost all sense of what to do. All he could do was plead for mercy. Then Lin Kei said to quickly hand over the information about the national teacher. Otherwise, Ollie will beat you up. Suddenly, Miaoji Shengxin saw Zhang Tian on the ground. So without thinking, he grabbed him and used him as a hostage. He said to Lin Kei that this person represents the loyalist faction. If something happens to him, you won't be able to explain it to the emperor. Hearing this, Lin Kei smirked. Without thinking, he swung his fist. Seeing this, Miaoji Sheng's brilliant plan was frightened on the spot. He wanted to continue begging for mercy. It's too late now. Lin Kei's punch contains immense energy. In just an instant, it engulfed both of them. After the energy dissipated, the 2 of them were lying on the ground, their fate unknown. At this moment, Lin Kei said that you are using my enemy to threaten me. Are you out of your mind? Then he turned around and said to the 2 little devils, hurry up and get lost. Hearing this, the 2 little devils ran away in a flash. At this moment, the patrolling soldier arrived at the scene, but he only saw 2 clueless individuals. Lin Kei had already jumped onto a tree to hide. At this time, he thought he needed to quickly find a way to break the ancient contract. So he decided to go to the palace to ask the Empress Dowager. The scene shifts to the palace at midnight. No one knows what happened. Today, Luo Wei also came to the Empress Dowager's chamber. She sees palace maids standing outside, looking confused. At this moment, a palace maid also says that the Empress Dowager is feeling unwell. Don't want anyone to disturb. But Luo Wei would never believe these people's nonsense. Immediately, she rushed into the bedroom. She thought it must be the old witch stealing men again. So the opening scene happened. This woman, who dribbles and shoots, is Princess Pingyang. She has always been exceptionally powerful since she was young. She is unbeatable wherever she goes. But Lin Kei, who knows nothing about this, wants to have a deep conversation with her all night. Translation by OpenAI. Princess Pingyang was instantly infuriated, gritting her teeth. She directly rewarded Lin Kei with a split. Seeing this, Lin Kei not only didn't get angry, but instead thought this little hot pepper in front of him was quite impressive. And Princess Pingyang noticed that her opponent still had 2 tricks up their sleeve. Also interested in Lin Kei. Hey, if you do my bidding. The 4 great guardians brought by the princess. Hurry and become our master's dog. Otherwise, I'll leave your butthole wounded all over the ground. But they mistook the wrong person for a fork. Lin Kei sent 4 bodyguards to the western heaven with 1 punch. In fact, this Pingyang princess is Zhang Tianyi's fiancé. When she learned that her man had been turned into a vegetable, she directly filed a lawsuit against Luo Wei. Lin Kei was instantly astonished by the words. This person actually has a fiancé? Is it a man or a woman? How old is she, he? What does she, he look like? When Luo Wei saw Lin Kei, who talks nonsense, he wanted to kill him instantly. Shouldn't your focus be on this? Why did you hit Zhang Tianyi? As soon as Lin Kei heard these words, he immediately changed his expression. This guy dares to have thoughts about my woman. Since you let me find out, how could I just pat XX and ignore it? facing such shameless Lin Ke. Lu Wei has been pushed to the limit by anger. She directly kicked Lin Ke away. The Prince Pingyang is a royalist that I fought hard to secure. If you can't solve this matter, I'll cut off your XX and make you regret it. Then Lu Wei slammed the door shut and ignored Lin Ke. This woman changes her attitude so quickly. But why did she come to find Ling Shuiyan so late? Could it be that she wants to improve the soybean product manufacturing process for leaving the country? I must learn about this. However, Lin Ke could never have imagined that Luo Wei had long planned ahead. He directly rewarded him with a cold heart and soaring spirits. Lin Ke, who had become a drenched chicken, was speechless. Inside Simu Chungfeng Tower, Lin Ke went to find Shuo and Juji to discuss this matter. Juji directly asked, "What happened to the boss?" Lin Ke casually picked a grape and said, "I want to ask you guys about someone. Do you two know Princess Pingyang County?" The two of them were immediately scared. This woman is not easy to deal with. Almost all the young people in Beijing have been beaten by her. Lin Ke casually said, "This is considered normal. If not for the circumstances of life, which woman loves to play with needlework all day?" After saying that, Lin Ke wanted to eat another grape. But after searching for a while, she couldn't find one. Suddenly, Han Shang hummed, "Annoying." At this time, Ju Ji said that the Princess Pingyang wanted to trap her daughter, so she found a civilian family to confine her there. Only then did everything calm down. "But why are you asking about this lady?" Lin Ke responded, "That husband's name is Zheng Tianyi." At this point, the two finally understood what was going on. Then Lin Ke continued to say, "Princess Pingyang already knows it was us who did it, and she has informed the emperor." At this moment, Juki is already trembling with fear. So he said, "Big brother, let's go outside and hide for a while. Nothing is more important than our lives." Upon hearing this, Link said, "It's no big deal. I'll go handle this later." When Lin Ke heard about causing trouble again, Root and Juji were so scared that they ran away on the spot. Just as the two of them ran to the main gate, the gate, which had just been blown up, sprang back. Upon seeing this, Lin Ke smiled. The two brothers are really considerate. They have come back to accompany me through this difficult time. Soon, 4 guards walked in from outside the door. Princess Pingyang has arrived. And then the opening scene happened. This infatuated woman is Princess Pingyang, boldly teasing the enemy of her fiancé. She is completely smitten with Lin Ke. Lin Ke's figure has been lingering in her mind. But little did she know that she had caused a great disaster, and was made to wear a green hat. The story starts with Princess Pingyang seeking revenge on Lin Ke. She thought her martial arts skills were unparalleled. It would be a piece of cake to defeat a spoiled young master. But unexpectedly, the other party completely disregarded her. They started off by saying a bunch of harsh words to her. This completely angered the Princess of Pingyang County. This girl's favorite thing in her whole life is fighting. Immediately after, she launched a swift and fierce attack with 5 lightning-like whips towards Lin Ke, but was easily avoided by Lin Ke. And then Lin Ke grabbed his hand. Lin Ke immediately said, "You choose the fighting location. I'll decide the posture. No going back on your word." The Princess of Wenyuan sneered upon hearing this. "Daring to take advantage of me, your aunt." Then, the Princess of Pingyang kicked out with a sweeping leg. Unexpectedly, Lin Ke showed absolutely no reaction. Instead, she revealed a confident smile. He took the opportunity to say a bunch of aggressive words to Princess Pingyang. This completely made Princess Pingyang blush. She is now both shy and angry. "Who are you? I will definitely have my father's iron cavalry trample your home. You came to find Lin Ke. Don't you know who I am?" Princess Pingyang was initially stunned. "Are you Lin Ke?" "Yes, I am. I am Lin Ke's bodyguard. The person you just bumped into was my master, Mr. Lin. I'm afraid I didn't protect him properly. I will be executed when I return. How do you plan to compensate me?" Upon hearing this, Princess Pingyang immediately believed Lin Ke's nonsense. "Then how do you propose to compensate?" "I will try my best to fulfill your demands. Release the princess. Your Mr. Lin is already in our hands." If you don't let go, your family's life is at stake. The more daring someone is, the more assets a girl can have. As long as she is shameless, the harem can keep producing. Lin K, in order to pick up girls, actually flirted with the enemy's fiancé and claimed he was just a small guard. And the silly Pingyang Duzhu actually fell for it. Fortunately, the princess's guard interrupted them at a critical moment, but these guards are even more stupid. They actually took a big guy as a hostage. Upon hearing this, Lin K responded tirelessly, then quickly go to a place further away and kill him. Don't bother me. Can't you see I'm busy? Everyone was stunned when these words were spoken. Did this person make a mistake somewhere? But Lin K wasn't in the mood to deal with them now. He just wants to kiss Princess Pingyang directly. Fortunately, Princess Pingyang suddenly figured it out at this moment. Even if Lin, the leader, dies, you won't survive either. This sudden twist also left Lin K speechless. At this moment, Princess Pingyang said, "If you dare to come to the Pingyang mansion tonight, then I will compensate you." After Princess Pingyang finished speaking, she turned and left. The guards warned Lin K not to have delusions. But they did not know that there was nowhere in this world that Lin K would not dare to go. At this moment, he had already decided that he must make a move at the Pingyang mansion tonight. Upon hearing this, Jubi also said, "Count me in." Upon hearing that Jubi wanted to go too, Lin K was instantly infuriated with blue veins popping on his face. "Do you want to be a third party?" This forced Jubi to pose his question to the monk. "Weren't we supposed to go save General Shuo together?" Now it's Lin K's turn to be completely confused. Save what General Shuo? At this time, Zhu Ji points to those people around Princess Pingyang. Gen Shuo has already been kidnapped by them. Meanwhile, Princess Pingyang is very happy. "Finally, I have captured Lin K, who ruined Zhang Tianyi. I wonder how father will reward me this time." Now Lin K's heart is filled with thoughts of death. Why is my love life always so full of hardships? The time shifted to Pingyang Wangfu. Inside the princess's room, a sack is trembling. Zhang Tian asked how you caught him. "I have had a few encounters with this thief. His cultivation is probably not lower than that of a fifth realm warrior." Princess Pingyang heard someone questioning her, so she angrily said, "No matter how strong a warrior is, they are insignificant in front of the Pingyang mansion." At this time, Miao Zhishengxin said, "Good Yunner, this time, Anka is probably already in my master's pocket. And now Zhang Tianyi is a useless person again. Can we take it further?" Princess Wenyan replied angrily, "Just because I don't like Zhang Tianyi doesn't mean I can like you. In my eyes, you are all useless people. That's the only one who's a man." Mythical Sacred Heart saw Princess Pingyang making a fool of herself with someone else. "I was so angry, I could have exploded on the spot." Suddenly someone outside the door shouted, "Asshole! Do you even see yourself as a father and king in your eyes?" Miao Ji's heart sank when he heard that the person outside the door was the king of Pingyang. He was immediately scared and peed himself. Then he turned around, jumped out the window, and ran away. He also reminded the princess to consider his proposal. Meanwhile, King Pingyang has also come into the room. He wants you to obediently stay at home and take care of your husband. But you actually went out and caused trouble, and even brought back Commander Lin? This man is a powerful ghost tamer. He keeps a male ghost that feeds on yang energy, but he doesn't think about improving his skills every day. Instead, he specifically wants to cuckold others, but he doesn't know that disaster is already looming over him. The scene shifts to outside the royal palace. Lin K orders Zhu Ji to act separately later. "You go save General Shuo. I will go find the princess. Take this long sword to defend yourself." Upon hearing this, Zhu Ji became a little panicked. "Boss, you give me the sword, then what about you? I have an even bigger weapon on me. Why would I hesitate to hold back the princess while you rescue others?" Just as the two were talking, suddenly a figure appeared in the distance, which naturally did not escape Lin K's sensing. Soon after, he transformed into a beam of golden light and chased after them. Meanwhile, Miao Zhishengxin is running frantically. At this moment, he is thinking about how to win the princess's heart, completely unaware of the changes around him. Suddenly, an iron fist appears in front of him. Without time to react, Miao Zhishengxin is instantly set flying. "Which bastard dares to ambush me?" You're so unreasonable. Clearly, you attacked my hand with your face. When Miao Ji's heart saw that it was Lin Ke in front of him, he was so scared that he wet his pants. You weren't even caught, yet you still dare to track me? At this moment, Lin Ke knew that his clever plan was no match for Miao Ji Shengxin. Taking the initiative, he threw out a ghost bag. Lin Ke's playful expression revealed that he saw through the situation. Without even a female ghost, who would be willing to track you? Soon after, Lin Ke threw an apple core at Miao Ji Holy Heart. He was also instantly knocked out by the apple core. Then, with a thud, he fell into the ground. At this moment, Lin Ke had a wicked smile on his face. This useless person can still be useful. Meanwhile, the Prince of Pingyang is scolding his daughter. But the princess refuses to admit her mistake. That insult from Xinglin has disgraced the royal family. Is there something wrong with bringing him back? Upon hearing this, Prince Pingyang was furious. You haven't had enough of being punished, huh? I've really spoiled you. There's still something suspicious about Zhang Tianyi's matter, and Commander Lin is also His Majesty's person. You should untie him quickly. At this moment, the princess seems to realize she has made a mistake. I'll let him go. Can he not be punished? Just then, someone suddenly comes to report. Lord Wang Lin's commander has come to visit. Upon hearing the servant's report, the princess was immediately stunned in place. Are you sure it's Commander Lin? Just as everyone was bewildered, Lin Ke walked in with a smile. Since taking office, Lin has never attended morning court, so it's not surprising that the prince doesn't know. The princess became unsettled upon seeing Lin Ke. I've come uninvited. It is for a missing student. Upon hearing this, Prince Pingyang could only play dumb, and he expressed that all of this was a misunderstanding. Just then, Genshuo suddenly emerged from a sack. He directly prostrated himself at Lin Ke's feet and said, Leader Lin, you finally came. I, a proud student of Encote Training School, who was specially chosen by the Emperor as the top scholar. I was actually captured like this. Big brother, please help me. Lin Ke's face turned black at these words. Does Prince Pingyang also want to interfere in Enka? At this moment, Prince Pingyang hurriedly explained that it was just a misunderstanding, and he also realized that this must be a trap set by this person. Suddenly, the roof started to crack. A cunning plan from the bald Saint Heart fell down. Assassin! Quickly, protect the prince and the princess. After saying that, Lin Ke punched upwards, and the cunning plan from the Saint Heart was embedded into the wall. Can't even be scratched off. Who can guess just how many little secrets there are in the princess's chamber? There are 2 cucumbers as gifts on the table, and there is an unconscious fiancé who is in a vegetative state. There is even a strong enemy. But the princess does not think about revenge. She even wants to demonstrate the use of cucumbers to the enemy. This is tough for the man who has been beaten into a vegetative state. It happened just recently. Miao Ji had planned to use the power of the imperial tutor to force the princess to marry again. But unexpectedly, they were interrupted by the sudden arrival of Prince Pingyang. Later, he was caught by Lin Ke while trying to escape. And once again, Lin Ke acted out of line. He directly started playing the tricks of framing and shifting the blame. Ku X's ingenious plan is now only to escape incessantly. Lin Ke directly announces that the ingenious plan is the one who kidnapped the students. Moreover, not Xing clothes implies that the Wang mansion has ulterior motives. His series of Xing actions have left the Pingyang Wang bewildered. But Pingyang Wang can only obediently cooperate with Lin Ke now. Although he knows that all of this is fabricated by Lin Ke Hu, he can only keep quiet for self-protection. The next day, a notice was posted outside the palace. All the wrongdoings done by Lin Ke were falsely attributed to the Holy Heart, and the Holy Heart will also be executed by questioning. In the early morning of that day, Luo Wei directly asked the Crown Prince of Pingyang if the incident of the previous night was true. The Crown Prince of Pingyang directly replied that it was indeed true. Moreover, the thief was personally captured by Commander Lin. Unfortunately, County Marshal Zhang Tianyi was about to recover, but due to being frightened again, he fell unconscious. At this time, Prime Minister Zhang also said, "My son is seriously injured and has not woken up yet. I'm afraid he may never wake up in this lifetime. I ask you to decide for me." Upon hearing this, Luo Wei pretended to be angry. If I remember correctly, Miaoji Shengxin is the disciple of the national teacher, right? When asked this, the national teacher immediately became flustered. This kid was expelled from my school a long time ago. I have no knowledge of what he has done. I implore your majesty to investigate and punish this thief severely. Before the Grand Tutor could say anything else, Luo Wei directly declared that the Grand Tutor had failed in supervision and could hardly escape punishment. He was fined his annual salary as a particularly effective measure. Now the national teacher is already grinding his teeth in anger, but there's nothing more to say. Soon after, Luo Wei announced once again that Lin, the commander, had done a meritorious deed, requesting an audience to receive his reward. At this moment, Luo Wei thought to himself that Lin Ke had actually handled this matter so beautifully. What should I reward him with? But after waiting for a while, she did not wait for Lin Ke. The old eunuch hurriedly came to report, Your Majesty, General Lin is not waiting in the rear hall. Now it's Luo Wei's turn to be infuriated and grind her teeth. Meanwhile, the busy Lin Ke arrived at the Pingyang Palace with 2 cucumbers. He pretended to have come to see Zhang Tianyi, but in reality, he came to seduce the princess. When Lin Ke saw the princess, he went straight to her and said, The prince is now attending the morning court. Your horse in the county is still sound asleep, just at the right time. Why don't we start with the elegant things of stringed instruments and music? The princess also cooperated and replied, This palace indeed knows some musical instruments, so please savor it carefully. There's nothing else to say about the rest of the content. An hour later, Zhu Ji suddenly rushed in. Boss, something's wrong. Then he stood still in place. So it turns out Lin Ke had been pretending to be harmless. Then he fed Zhang Tianyi a cucumber. Boss, stop acting. Someone is planning to rob the temple to save the strategy of the Holy Heart. Upon hearing this, Lin Ke pretended to be angry. The princess has just lost her husband. I have come to offer my condolences. I didn't expect someone to cause trouble. Step aside, let me see who lacks sympathy. But just as Lin Ke walked out of the door, Zhang Tianyi began convulsing. The scene shifts to Kaishiku. All the soldiers have been knocked away. It turns out a person in black attire has saved Miaoji Holy Heart, just as they were about to succeed. A kitchen knife suddenly flew out. But it didn't hit the 2 people. They easily dodged it. This woman is a ghost tamer disguised as a man. She doesn't think about how to absorb yang energy every day, only thinking about seizing power. She trained 3 disciples skilled in controlling ghosts, hoping to monopolize the top 3 ranks in the Enko competition. In this way, she can completely overthrow the imperial power and ascend the throne. However, she arrogantly provoked Lin Ke, a calamity star, taking advantage of the opportunity for revenge. Lin Ke killed her 3 disciples. She once again framed and harmed her 2nd disciple with a scheme. Right when they were about to torture her, the senior disciple of the national teacher disguised himself as a black-clothed person and rescued her 2nd disciple from the execution ground. When the black-clothed person thought he was about to succeed, suddenly, he was hit by a flying cleaver from behind. This scared the black-clad man so much that he wet his diaper. And the person who threw the kitchen knife was none other than Lin Ke, who had rushed over. Just as the 2 were confronting each other, the Black Knight suddenly had a bad feeling. At this moment, he heard a ticking sound coming from under his feet. He suddenly turned around to look back. The ingenious plan's Holy Heart has already ceased to exist. Now the people in black have reached the peak of their hatred towards Lin Ke. Without hesitation, he attacked Lin Ke with his fists. Seeing this, Lin Ke ordered all the officials to retreat, because he is about to start assembling the cup. Lin Ke intercepted the punch of the black-robed person with one hand. Then, 2 energies collided with each other. Suddenly, Lin Ke reached out with his other hand to grab the veil of the black-robed person. Although he has already guessed the identity of this person, but I still want to confirm. Unexpectedly, he was swiftly thrown back by the sharp attack from the black-clothed person. Now Lin Ke is even more excited, because he hasn't encountered such a skilled opponent for a long time, and the black-clothed person also knows that they have encountered a formidable opponent. He released his powerful aura to showcase his strength as a Grand Master at the 6 realms. Seeing this, Lin Ke no longer held back. He wanted the cloaked figure to see the difference between the 6 realms and the 100 realms. Soon, a huge golden silhouette of a saint appeared behind Lin Ke. At this moment, the cloaked figure was once again frightened to the point of wetting their pants. Lin K points at the black-clad figure. You must not gaze directly at the saint. But just as Lin K launches the attack, the contract seal binds the saint once again. Even so, a tremendous burst of energy penetrates the black-clad figure's eyes. At this moment, the black-clad man's eyes were in excruciating pain. It felt as if countless steel needles were being inserted into his eyes. After a while, the black-clad man slowly opened his eyes. Suddenly, a golden mark appeared in the sky. It slowly projected onto Lin K's forehead. Lin K cursed inwardly. The ancient pact is ridiculously strong. Luo Wei is a second-realm warrior. I can only barely unleash the power of a third-realm martial body when I give it my all. Just as Lin K sighed, the black-clad man produces a purple crystal. There is no way I can lose. The incredibly evil swallowing sky X. As the black-clad man casts his spell, a gigantic purple skull appears beside him. In the blink of an eye, Lin K launched an attack. Seeing this, Lin K snorted coldly. Jumping clown. Then, Lin K struck with a palm chop towards the oncoming skull. Faced with Lin K's attack, the skull transformed into a purple crystal. Taking advantage of this opportunity, the man in black turned around and fled. Seeing this, Lin K did not pursue any further, because he had already determined that the person just now must be the grand disciple of the national teacher. Since that's the case, they will surely meet again. Suddenly, Lin K looked at the crystal on the ground. It turns out to be a spiritual stone. This is a good thing that can help improve cultivation. It's just right for Luo Wei, who is a waste. With this in mind, Lin K turned around and left. At this moment, she was thinking about how to deal with this little servant, Luo Wei. She won't easily please Luo Wei. A moment later, Lin K arrived at Luo Wei's palace. But now Lin K's face was full of frustration. Lin K and ghosts are not allowed to enter. When a millennium-old playboy meets a tomboy who has been around for 10,000 years, what kind of comedy will ensue? After Lin K finishes his mission outside, he decides to come back and find Luo Wei. But I never expected to find a note outside the palace chamber, stating that Lin K and ghosts are not allowed inside. This completely left Lin K speechless. But the next second, he discovered that Luo Wei's room actually had a man's voice. At the same time, Luo Wei is asking General Yan about his return to the capital this time, but something big has happened in the northern border. Upon hearing this, General Yan replied that there has been an increase in bandits in the northern region, so he specifically escorted the northern students to the capital for their exams. On the way, he came to visit Your Majesty. Luo Wei heard that everything is fine at the northern border. She hurriedly went to support General Yan and praised him. Then Luo Wei hugged General Yan and said, I have missed you dearly. Please sit down and talk. At this moment, General Yan took out a wooden box. Your Majesty, this is a treasure I obtained unintentionally in the northern region. Suddenly, Lin K suddenly appeared and shouted to be careful. Luo Wei. Seeing this, General Yan hurriedly used his hands to defend. With a snap, the wooden box fell down. It turns out to be a fire element spirit stone. What are you trying to do? General Yan Xin and I have known each other since childhood. How could he harm me? But Lin K doesn't care about that. He directly embraced Luo Wei and said, any man here is definitely not a good person. And the things he gave you are not good either. But the next second, Lin K froze in place. Seeing this, Luo Wei quickly explained, Xiao Wu, don't be angry. This is General Lin. When you were not here, he was the one who protected me. Upon hearing this, General Yan shook off the broken armor on his body. What impressive kung fu! But the fire spirit stone is a good thing. Lin K was completely confused by what he saw. He had never seen such a tall and strong woman in his entire life. Suddenly, Luo Wei hurriedly put a piece of clothing on General Yan. Xiao Wu, you're really careless. She's gone. General K Yan doesn't care about this at all. Why can men go shirtless but women can't? Upon hearing this, Lin K also agreed with these words. Clothes are protection against petty people. A gentleman like me would never look at it. General Yan suddenly hugged Lin K, saying, Indeed, Commander Lin is a true gentleman. No wonder His Majesty trusts you so much. Seeing this, Lin Ke suddenly smirked. General Yan, how about we have a wrestling match later? Let's see who has the upper hand. Upon hearing this, General Yan was very happy. To be honest, I've long wanted to compete with General Lin. Suddenly, Luo Wei interrupted them from behind. How long are you two going to be so affectionate? General Yan realized that Luo Wei had pushed her. Your Majesty, the gift has been delivered. There are still 3,000 cavalry outside the city that has not been settled. I shall take my leave. Apparently, Lin Ke still had some reluctance to part at the moment. Quickly remind not to forget about the match at night. But at this moment, Luo Wei suddenly attacked Lin Ke from behind. She could see at a glance that Lin Ke must have evil intentions. She wanted to teach him a lesson. Unexpectedly, Lin Ke reacted quickly and dodged Luo Wei's ambush. 1,000 years of death. The pain made Luo Wei burst out in anger on the spot. They were about to engage in a fight to the death with Lin Ke. He even threatened that two people were bound by an ancient contract. But Luo Wei forgot who was the master and who was the servant. In her memory, Lin Ke was just a servant, but the reality is quite the opposite. With just a flick of his finger, Lin Ke tied up Luo Wei. Luo Wei is now both embarrassed and angry. What are you trying to do? Lin Ke took out 2 crystals and said, Of course, I will help you cultivate. A few hours later, Luo Wei stretched and felt refreshed. Lin Ke, we can continue. I didn't expect the feeling of promotion to be so good, but Lin Ke said to continue growing yourself. You useless piece of garbage, drained both of my 2 crystal stones and all the spiritual energy on my body, just barely helped you advance to the 3rd realm. Wait for me to regain my spiritual energy before fighting you to the death. Upon hearing this, the old eunuch beside him burst into laughter. Lin Ke is now very angry. Were you just laughing at me? No. I just thought of something happy, my servant. I'll have someone send you now. Lin Ke hurriedly said there was no need. Do I look so weak? Alright, I'm also a quasi-saint. Even though my power is sealed and my spiritual energy is drained. Lin Ke didn't have a chance to finish speaking. Suddenly, his head was grabbed by someone. The scene shifted to a mansion. In his unconscious state, Lin Ke faintly smelled the aroma of cooking. Suddenly, he woke up. He found himself unexpectedly inside a big iron pot. He was currently being stewed. At this moment, the laughter of a woman could be heard in the distance. Lin, the leader, don't be so timid. This man has been captured by a female ghost as a hostage, but he is not only not panicked, he also has a foolish expression on his face. It turns out it happened not long ago. Lin Ke was caught by a female ghost and was going to be cooked into soup. As soon as Lin reacted, he broke the chain directly. Without thinking, he jumped out of the big pot and charged towards the national teacher disguised as a man. His feet touched the ground. Suddenly, his foot slipped. He found himself stepping on the ice. Lin Ke turned his head abruptly. He saw the big pot that had just scalded him releasing cold air. There was even an ice flower swaying in the wind on top of the pot. At this moment, the national teacher sneered. You and Zanbing Minghua can both make ice water boil in the same furnace. The yang energy inside your body is truly remarkable. It seems that what my eldest disciple said was true. You indeed possess innate full yang power, which is the perfect counter for our ghost clan. Just use the most yin object to destroy your yang energy. Then you will be helpless. Hearing this, Lin Ke was unwilling. The yang energy I have accumulated for 300 years as a single person. You can't just break it with a few words. After saying that, Lin Ke releases his yang energy and grabs towards the national teacher. But the next second, Lin Ke's fist was blocked by a mysterious figure next to the national teacher. The mysterious figure showed an angry expression and shouted arrogantly. Lin Ke suddenly stood frozen in place. Actually, he was not scared by the opponent's strength. It was because that mysterious person turned out to be a beautiful female ghost. But the national teacher doesn't know this. She mistakenly believed that Lin Ke's strength had been compromised. On the introduction of the cup she was showing, it's her latest upgraded synthesized demon hunter, Demon Heart Ghost Infant. Suddenly, Lin Ke's expression changed. Just tell the Grand Master that you have a beautiful female ghost. Why waste time on things like Xuanbing Ming to suck my yang energy? When you have a beautiful female ghost like this, you should have said it earlier. Upon hearing these words, the Grand Master was initially stunned, but when he understood Lin Kei's meaning, "You damn jerk. Ghost baby, kill him for me." The ghost baby who received the order released its strongest ghost aura directly. It revealed sharp claws and rushed towards Lin Kei. Behind her, it carried a terrifying Grim Reaper ghost shadow. But these attacks are just a joke to Lin Kei. Lin Kei can even dance ballet while avoiding attacks. In the end, Lin Kei's evasive skills made the speed of the ghost baby's attacks seem incredibly slow. The furious ghost baby retorted, saying that Lin Kei lacks energy. "Let's see how long you can keep dodging." Upon hearing this, Lin Kei realized that the feng shui of the house was extremely unfavorable. It had already affected the speed at which he absorbed the yang energy. Suddenly, veins popped out on Lin Kei's hand. In the next second, he punched the nearby wall. At the same time, General Yan is patrolling on the street. Suddenly, she hears an explosion in the distance. And that explosion is the sound of Lin Kei punching through the wall. Lin Kei, who is basking in the sunlight, is absorbing the warmth crazily. It's just in that instant that his yang energy is completely restored. Upon seeing this, the royal tutor coldly snorted, "Even if you break the feng shui, you can't escape calamity." Then, she put on a mask. The next second, the royal tutor transformed into a man. "I allow you to use your ultimate form. I am waiting for good news at the mansion." The ghost baby that received the command releases a huge amount of ghost energy again. At this moment, the ghost baby seems to have the presence of the god of death. The ghost shadows behind seem to be materializing. Horns are also revealed on the head. It even grew a tail. Transforming into a complete ghost baby, already appearing like two ghosts earlier. Now the ghost baby is a Super Saiyan ghost. She directly attacked Lin Kei with her newly grown tail. But who would have thought that Lin Kei not only did not evade, fell in love with the complete form of the ghost baby. At the same time, General Yan also arrived here. But Lin Kei was enjoying the feeling of being wrapped up by the ghost baby. The ghost baby threatened General Yan not to come closer. Otherwise, they would kill him. "How dare you?" He demanded that the ghost infant surrender and release Lin Kei immediately. At this moment, Lin Kei said to General Yan, "You don't need to worry about catching a little imp. You can go and play instead." Upon hearing this, General Yan was bewildered. She thought that Lin Kei was scared of the ghost baby. But unexpectedly, Lin Kei got angry directly. "Now it's me who is dueling with her. Don't interfere with our affair. You all leave quickly. There are transgender people. If you find a beautiful girl with a ball using an object to push against your back, how would you respond?" At this moment, Lin Kei-shu had no idea that he was about to face such a tragedy. General Yan is currently engaged in a war of words with the ghost baby, but the topic they argued about was whether Lin Kei was a top-quality handsome guy. This topic also stirred up some waves in Gui Ying's heart. But Lin Kei, who was trapped by Gui Ying, was no longer calm. He always felt something pressing against his back. Just then, Gui Ying also voiced the doubt in Lin Kei's heart. The ghost baby claims to be a synthetic ghost created by the national teacher. There's no need to talk about the upper body. And of course, the lower body belongs to a strong male physique. Upon hearing this, Lin Kei froze on the spot. The next second, his face flushed with anger, veins popping. In just an instant, Lin Kei released all of his own yang energy. And the ghost baby was blown away by this powerful yang energy. The ghost baby was completely dumbfounded at that moment. He had clearly just gained control over that man. So why did he suddenly explode with energy? This massive energy is gathering more and more. It has even formed a golden pillar of light. Suddenly, the pillar of light reaches the sky. Suddenly, golden runes appear in the sky. At this moment, Lin Kei's strength has already recovered to the realm of a sage. The ghost baby was seen trembling in fear. But before the ghost baby could react, Lin Kei's body rushed towards the ghost baby like a missile. At this moment, Lin Kei's anger reached its peak. He wanted to burn this filthy world to ashes, but at this moment, the ghost baby just refused to believe. Even though being the strongest synthetic ghost, I couldn't withstand Lin Kei's attack, but this fact cannot be changed by anyone. The ghost baby can only disappear into nothingness from this attack. General Yan was immediately in awe of Lin Kei's ability. But little did she know, Lin K was already in tears at this moment. At the same time, the national teacher also felt the disappearance of the ghost infant. Her hatred towards Lin K has now reached its peak. But the national teacher suddenly realized that her senior sister in the sect had important matters to attend to. No one could spare the time to help her. She kept thinking and feeling extremely helpless right now. All she could do was scream in frustration. 7 days later, the official Enka exam begins. First, the written test. All the students performed exceptionally well. But among these people, there are no disciples of the national teacher. Why don't you have any disciples? Does that mean our country cannot accommodate them? Hearing this, the national teacher could only say that his students cannot measure up, so they have already voluntarily given up the examination. Luo Wei certainly knows where the disciples of the national teacher have gone, but she must pretend not to know. And she also needs to mock the national teacher fiercely. At this moment, the national teacher can only swallow his bitterness in silence. And he also needs to act extremely humble. After Luo Wei left, the national teacher was seething with anger. She thought to herself that all of this was caused by Lin K. Then another plan had already formed in her mind. The scene switched to Chungfeng Tower. Countless wine jars were placed on the ground. At this moment, Lin K is being fed alcohol by someone else. He only wants to live a drunken and dreamy life now. But Han Shang is feeling frustrated, because Lin K has been here for 7 days already. He drinks every day and doesn't say anything. Suddenly, Juji and Genshuo ran in. The two of them came to seek help from Link, because one of them ranked last and the other ranked second to last. Upon hearing this, Link was speechless. He sincerely didn't want to deal with these two troublemakers anymore. But both of them are still crying incessantly, narrating various excuses.